Hey, what's up, fellow Cardano fans? And if you aren't a Cardano fan, hopefully by the end of this video, you will be a Cardano fan and you'll join the Cardano community. But before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, each and every one of you. Take a second, hit that like button, and while you're at it, subscribe. And once you're done subscribing, hit the little bell notification, and you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Today, I have a pretty exciting video for you guys. It's about two projects I literally just added to my portfolio today, and they are Paribus and WingRiders. I think these two projects have a lot of potential. I want to go briefly over what these projects are and what they do, and I want to do some technical analysis and show you why I added them to my portfolio. And while we're at it, I have a couple of news articles I want to cover, and I want to do a deep dive into Cardano and see where I see them going in the short term and long term with some technical analysis. So if you enjoy Cardano and learning about new projects, even if you don't enjoy Cardano, but you want to learn, stick around. All right. Now, before we get started, I have to say this. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an ordinary guy out there on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. It's essential that you do your own research before making any and all financial decisions. All right, guys. As you can see, the market is bloody murder right now. Bitcoin's down 2.1%, 2.18%, and falling. There's a lot of bad news out there, but I want you guys to stay focused. Stay focused. There's a lot of YouTubers that push trading, and trading's great, but it's also gambling. I push investing. What is investing? It means picking projects that you believe in. That way, when the tsunami comes, the black swan events happen, just like with Silvergate recently, I don't care. I'm not worried about it because I believe in Cardano, the blockchain of Cardano. I believe in Charles Hoskinson, and I just believe in the vision. And all you got to do is pick out the good projects, and you know you're going to be rich, or at least wealthy, or at least make a good profit during the next bull run within the next 2 years or so, probably 2 to 3 years. But anyway, so with all that said, let's dive in. Here we go, guys. All right, first project up is Paribus. Paribus is an oracle, and they've been around for a while now. They've kind of drug their feet a little bit, but you got to love that. You don't want projects that rush to the gate just to get a quick profit. Paribus they have been very Paribus. Talking too fast. I'm sorry. Paribus has been very methodical their with the creation of their project. And let's go ahead and take a quick dive into it before we look at why I purchased it. Invest in DeFi, redefine your yield, a cross chain borrowing and lending protocol for NFTs, liquidity positions, and synthetic assets, building for the Cardano blockchain. So, what they did was, I know they built up on Ethereum initially, and now they're on Cardano. And interchain operability, Oracle, it's a have to. It's a must, and it's a very powerful must. That oracles are there's no way around oracles. So interoperable value leverage as a DeFi moves forward, innovators are uncovering transformational ways to store and represent value on chain. Paribus' mission is to unlock the true potential of these assets, evolving them into interoperable financial instruments capable of being used within DeFi protocols on any chain. All right. So they're definitely Oracle. DeFi is consuming the traditional investment landscape and bringing new utility to areas that have remained unchanged for decades. If it can be so, there is a market value. If it has value, it can be modeled. Paribus is a protocol that brings all these forces together, offering DeFi holders and investors a platform to extend the reach of their digital assets and positions, doubling down on their earning power. Right here, you have smart contract, insurance policies, music, crypto collectibles, domain names, and there's much more coming because there's a couple things out there for stocks, and it's going to be huge, guys. Real estate, use your imagination. All right, let me backtrack here. Features and protocols. Paribus features and protocol is designed to evolve with new crypto asset classes, capturing the value stored in the emerging universe of interconnected blockchains. Our protocol sets out to channel the monetary energy in previously impossible ways, creating even more opportunity for investors. All right, so right here we got a little breakdown. Lend, borrow, and stake synthetic assets, increasing capable efficiency or investment flexibility. Metaverse integration, that's a no-brainer. Metaverse was huge on the last bull run. Um, this time around, people aren't going to settle for the fake metaverses because we now know the difference between the two. And I think this time around, it's going to be a lot of projects claiming they're AI and they aren't AI. Um, LP staking, PBX token, profit sharing. The PBX is Paribus token. I'm sorry. LP collateral based loans, NFT collateral based loans. Okay. Connecting the dots. Cardano will allow Paribus protocol to remain chain agnostic and simultaneously connect innumerable assets across multiple blockchains. We are interested in working with the most promising teams developing new ways to create and store value, regardless of where they decide to develop. Cardano's interoperability removes the restrictions imposed by the siloed ecosystem allows value to flow freely, increasing opportunity for protocols and its users. Cheap transactions, incredibly high throughput, a flourishing development in DApp ecosystem, security, reliability. Okay. And this is the Paribus token. All right. So on Barclays, Merrill Lynch, Reuters, I don't know who that is, Unilever, Orion, and Block Square. All right. So let's dive. All right. So what really caught my eye about Paribus, first things first, I'm going to take a peek at the chart here. And their chart is a very nice run up from 0.0076. And that run up started on February 3rd, 2023. And it shoots up here, pulls back down, comes up. All right. Now, the Ichimoku in the background here now runs all the way up to 0.029, by the way. Now, the Ichimoku here is very bullish in the background, and then it's bearish right now. So right now we're in the middle of a pullback, but we have found support right here at 0.0157. All right. And if that support holds, great. I'm hoping it holds. But with the way the market looks right now, I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback. So be prepared for that. But it's actually in a good buy position. I'll show you why. Now, the RSI is indicating that it is oversold right now. Now, if you look at Paribus over here, oh, I lost the chart I wanted to show you guys. All right. So if you look at Paribus over here, you'll see the Bollinger Bands are indicating that Paribus is currently on a oversold, just like the RSI predicted. And I am missing my fib retracement. So we're going to do that live. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add the fib retracement in here. And we'll start it from February 3rd, 2023. We'll do the fib retracement up tier. And the 61.8 is a sweet spot. And look where Paribus is right now. It gets no better than this. There's a 61.8. And here is Paribus. So it's actually a little bit under it, what makes it even better, guys. Now, if you don't believe me, look up how the 61.8 works with the Fibonacci retracement, and then you're going to be like, wow, he's right. All right, so I definitely want you guys to take a moment, look into Paribus. That's a heck of a run up, guys. Now, the difference increase in value for this project, if we drop down here, we'll go to price range, and let's see if I can do it without it getting too confusing. If we drag this up to here where it currently is, so since February 23rd, it's still up 99.81%. So that is a heck of a run up, and it has a lot more to go, guys. This project has a lot of steam. There's been a lot of anticipation. A lot of people have been waiting for it, and it's finally released. It's already up 100% since February 3rd, and it's just got started. It literally has just got started. So that is why I added Paribus to my portfolio. Now, you can get Paribus on WingRiders right now. And what do you know? I added WingRiders to my portfolio also today. Why? There's a multiple dexes on Cardano blockchain ecosystem right now. Muesli Swap was the first. I remember using them. Wasn't the easiest one, but it was okay. It was cool. And it was the beginning of the smart contracts. Then there was Sunday Swap, Men Swap, and then the list got big very quickly. But WingRiders is a very strong project. Now I'm under the impression and the understanding that WingRiders was made with regulatory concerns in mind, so it was done properly. Which is very important, especially in the U.S. with the SEC and the way they're behaving lately. But this is a very good DEX. It is super user friendly. I used it today, and it was quick. The information was there that I needed. It because sometimes one of the things I don't like about DEX is the transaction information could be a little difficult, and I loved how that was placed in here. So take a moment, look into WingRiders. Very impressive DEX, very strong, powerful DEX. Now, if you jump over here to the charts, the other reason why I like WingRider, it's kind of crazy and it's almost kind of hard to believe, but it's true. All right, down here, I should have had this already in there for you guys. We'll make that a solid line. All right, so you'll see that line I just put in there is indicating. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, so there you go. October 31st, 2022. You can see where WingRiders bottomed out on the support level and then shot upward. Okay. Now, as it moved upward, that is a heck of an increase from 0.20 all the way up to 0.53. And with that said, it was a very strong up movement because here's the Fibonacci retracement. And I'm going to do the retracement firm here just to be fair. And you'll see the 61.8 is right here. Now that 61.8 is at 0.3615. Now with this, now when you're using the Fibonacci retracement, technically you should wait until it pulls back to the 61.8 for a good buy-in point. But with this particular project, I don't know. It's very strong. It's moving the chart. Look at that chart. I mean, the chart looks great. It's very healthy movement too. So what I did was I decided that this point here is where it bottomed out last and found a good support level, and then went back northward into a positive range. So the 61.8 for this is at 0.4218. So I think that's a target that you guys should shoot for. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, just an ordinary guy that loves cryptocurrency. So it's essential that you do your own research, but I think that you'll be good if you shoot for that right there in that range. Oh my gosh, I meant to change my screens. Here we go. Let me change that up there. All right. So next one up is here with the Bollinger Bands. You'll see that it is in the neutral territory. So it's not oversold or overbought right now, which is actually a good thing, guys. And is also neutral right here with the RSI. It's not oversold or overbought. And this is another chart of what I was just mentioning. You can see this very strong uptrend in the support level. I mean, I really like this project, guys. So obviously I added to my portfolio, and I'm suspecting that it's going to make me very happy. Yeah, let me take this out of here real quick. By the way, I'm experimenting with a couple things on my screen. So sometimes the things are annoying, sometimes they're not. This one I think is annoying, so we're gonna hide that. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look over here at Cardano. Let's take a look at the what Cardano's doing right now, guys. Right here, this is the Fu Manchu chart. You can get it free on TradingView, and I have a video that I did. It's been several weeks ago, but you can find it very easily on how to read this chart. But basically, this is on a 4-hour chart. Ichimoku is predicting into the next 4 days that Cardano is going to stay bearish. There's nothing but bearish continuations, these little red triangles. There is potential for market manipulation right there with the yellow X, but yeah, it's looking extremely bearish. Now, I have the VRVP set up here for looking for a decent support level, a key support level. And right now, I'm going to say that a key support level for Cardano right now, that basically means we have to run for the hills, will be at 0.27 cents. So if it drops down to 0.27 cents, it's going to be a significant drop after that. So let's pray that 0.27 cents holds. Okay. Now I love the VRVP chart because it will establish that on its own. So it's not me charting out. The chart's doing it for me, depending on how much of the previous history that is shown. And the upper resistance is at 0.42. But right now it is very, very bullish. I mean, bearish. And if I was a gambling man, which I try not to be anymore, I would actually short Cardano in the short future. But I have so much faith in Charles Hoskinson in the project no worries here. What can I say? Um, Now, looking over here at the Fu Manchu B chart, you'll see that the momentum, which is all this blue, is down, very down. There is a sell signal, and we're just riding that channel right there. The volume, which is yellow, is down. The cash flow is red. That's negative. Yeah, Cardano's in the middle of a significant pullback, guys. Fired off with a little yellow thing here. For definitely do not buy at this point. RSI down here is indicating that it's way oversold right now. So there is a significant pullback on Cardano right now. Now, I'm not like the typical guy. I say I love this because this is bad news, which means this is when you want to buy. You don't want to buy when it's up, guys. Everybody wants to buy when it's up. This is when you buy, when it's painful. But I think there's going to be a little bit more pain in the water. I'm waiting, and then I'm diving in, guys, without a life vest. Now I'm going to use a life vest. All right, now let's take a look here at Cardano exponential. It's bearish. Everything's bearish. Exponential moving average is bearish. I drew this out earlier. You can see we're bouncing around in this wedge right here, and we're just right in this range, and we just keep going lower and lower and lower. Now, the first support level that we want to hit is 31.5 cents. Then the next support level will be at 30.5 cents, and then the next one after that will be at the 27 cent mark, basically 27.5 cents mark, and then it just gets lower and lower. So let's just hope that one holds. The MACD is indicating that Cardano is definitely bearish right now, but you must remember that the MACD lags behind the market. And my fear and greed indicator here is indicating that Cardano is bearish. Now it's very obvious that it's bearish. The trick is to decide how long will it be bearish, and that's where the news comes into play. And that's where it's important that you guys are keeping yourself up to date with the whatever's going on currently in the news. First things first, as you guys already know, hopefully if you don't, SEC's Gensler rejects crypto threats to move overseas. Wall Street's top cop on Tuesday slammed crypto businesses for refusing to get in line even after a crackdown by regulators, and said he sees no risk in them pulling up stakes to head overseas. We lose more if investors get harmed here, SEC's chair Gary Gensler said in an interview at the agency headquarters in Washington. So basically, what this is saying is Gary Gensler is so disconnected with businesses and investors in this country, and he's just looking out for the interests of bankers and the rich and the one percenters, the mega rich, the powerful, and it's very concerning. But what can you do? The U.S. has been hurt year after year, decade after decade, with businesses fleeing our shores because the regulation, the taxation, it's just not. It's not. Why would you stay? But hopefully Gary Gensler wakes up, the SEC wakes up. I'm not even a fan of the SEC. I do not feel that they look out for the best interests of investors. They look out for the best interests of big business. But we're going to have to see how this plays out. Um, let's see. Next one up. And it also drags down the market. The SEC is horrible. Uh, Cardano community reacts to criticism from Charles Hoskinson. Here's what happened. This is huge. Renowned blockchain developer and Cardano creator Charles Hoskinson went public with a tirade about the crypto community's lack of interest in constructive things. Hoskinson was particularly offended that a 2-hour conversation on Twitter Space about Cardano's upcoming governance update was all but ignored. In his view, the community is more encouraged by division, contradictions, and drama. It is about CIP-1694, a proposal to improve Cardano that would leverage the transition to the volatile era. The fifth and final era should produce changes to the blockchain governance structure and, according to Hoskinson himself, show everyone how decentralized governance is implemented. Cardano enthusiasts were not slow to react to developers' outbursts, and opinions were divided. Some of them said that such lectures are incomprehensible to ordinary people and that they do not find it interesting to listen to for 2 hours about governance or staking changes to Cardano, which do not even exist yet. Some, however, have explicitly expressed their interest in the project only in terms of investments that ADA, Cardano's native token, has not yet justified, according to them. The U.S. Today, but you got to remember, let's finish reading. Many, on the other hand, expressed the view that discussions on the topic was interesting, that the problem in the Twitter and the media are not covering Cardano enough right now. Some, in addition, expressed a hope that Hoskinson would acquire CoinDesk and Cardano agenda would be easier to broadcast. So basically, you got to remember, Cardano was created with a scientific method, which it was a lot of papers, a lot of research, and it moved very slowly. Um, Now people are aware of Cardano, and it's all about money to a lot of people, profit, investing, and that's really not what Cardano was really based on. At least with Charles Hoskinson's view. Charles Hoskinson's view was to change the world, and he's going to continue his vision, and he needs to. And Cardano is successful because of that, and will be successful because of that. All right. Next one up. I thought this article was pretty cool. Cardano DeFi hits all-time high in total value locked (TVL). All right. Cardano's DeFi TVL has been growing consistently for over a month to hit new all-time high. The decentralized finance DeFi ecosystem on Cardano blockchain network is growing at a sporadic rate, and the metrics confirm this growth. Data from DeFi Llama has shown that the total value locked on Cardano has hit a new all-time high of 336.1 million ADA coins. Awesome. This figure worth 110 million at the time of writing featured consistently steady growth from the start of February until the present time. With the proliferation of DeFi protocols on Cardano, MinSwap dominates TVL with a total of 40.1 million lock, representing a 36% dominance. Cardano is a smart contract hub with a high level of throughput, at least when compared to the existing alternatives, despite its legacy, technological advancement, and publicity. The protocol lags behind in rivals, including Solana and Avalanche. Hitting the current all-time high in TVL is a notable, impressive milestone, as it showcases a steady onboarding of new projects on the blockchain. As reported earlier this week, Cardano Network is highly focused on protocol functionality and is making concerted efforts to build its Hydra head sidechain that will embody scalability underlying projects. So yeah, Cardano's growing. It's growing quickly. It's going to happen so fast, and a lot of people are going to miss out. They know about Cardano, but they're worried about not everything that glitters is gold. Solana, you know what I mean, guys. But Cardano is here to stay. Cardano is going to be huge, guys. So anyway, that is the end of this video. If you have any questions, any concerns, please leave comments. Comments help my channel grow, believe it or not. Also, please hit the like button. You have no idea how much it means to me if you hit that like button. It's very important to YouTube because they will send my channel out to new people so that I get new subscribers. We all grow together. And subscribe. All right, guys. But until next time, stay Cardonians. All right, guys. Have a good day or night, wherever you are.